You've seen him cook award-winning dishes. Now he's out of the kitchen, visiting exotic locations, and meeting the locals to see what they're cooking. Will he find treasure?
This is reward enough.
Or just some garbage?
What's that smell?
Find out on the new hit travel show, Cooking Across Sanctuary. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the inaugural episode of Cooking Across Sanctuary. My name's Quish, and today we're doing something a little bit different. Today we are taking a break from one of my most beloved games, RimWorld, and instead we're going to play possibly the GOAT of all games. Like Diablo 2, the OG Diablo 2 might be in the neighborhood of best games ever made. And I won't let anybody fight me on that. Today we are going to play Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is the remastered version of this game. I've been playing this pretty nonstop since it came out about 3 years ago. And I love it. Last Friday was the ladder reset. And if you're not familiar with what ladder is kind of when everything gets reset. So like all the stuff that you've been stashing and storing and building over a long period of time, you don't have access to it. You have to start everything from scratch. It's a lot of fun. UNC Samurai, say hello to your cat for me. He obviously wants to say hi to me, so I'm gonna make sure he knows that I hear what he has to say. I appreciate him. Now, I am not 100% certain how this game is going to go for stream. I did a little bit of testing last Monday and the Monday before just to see if things would run. And it looks like it's going to go. But, you never really know how things are going to go until you go live, right? So we are gonna cook Diablo's Rim right up. That's right. Zeus the goose. Cat's been begging for food for 2 hours. That sounds familiar. That sounds a lot like my cat. But I tell you what, before we get started playing, I do have a little treat for you guys. Just a little treat. We are going to be cooking some runes, Samurai. We are going to be cooking some runes. So over the course of the past several seasons of Ladder, I've been collecting some pretty cool shit. Specifically, last season and the season before, I found these really awesome rune word bases. So I found an ethereal 5-socketed Colossus sword and an ethereal 6-socketed Colossus blade. Really the only difference between these two items, they're both elite level items. The Colossus sword has a higher top end damage. Ether the Booze Wizard, what's up, my man? I made a very piss poor attempt at the cocktail you sent me last week. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a second. I may have fucked it up royally. I may have insulted everything that you stand for. But yeah, so the Colossus Sword has a little bit higher damage, but can only have 5 sockets. The Colossus Blade, a little lower damage, can have 6 sockets. They're both ethereal, which means they can never be repaired. But ethereal weapons do 50% more damage. And the reason that I'm using these two is because I've also, over the course of a couple of seasons, collected some pretty interesting runes. There are 2 rune words that I'm going to be making today. One is called Death, and I actually have something that I'm going to throw on the screen now. I don't know how well that's actually showing up. Yeah, that looks okay. That doesn't look too bad if you're looking at this full screen. If you're watching this on your phone, I apologize. So death is a rune word. It takes five runes, which I've got laid out here: Hell, El, Vex, Ort, and Gull. One of the cool things that this rune word does is it makes the weapon indestructible, which means that it doesn't matter that it's ethereal. You'll never have to repair it anyway. And it can do a lot of damage. It can get up to 385% enhanced damage, which is pretty solid. The other one, it's called Breath of the Dying. Breath of the Dying is probably a bit of a trap for most people. Put that one up on screen. Breath of the Dying is a bit of a trap of an item. It requires the most rarest rune that you can find, which is a Zod rune. Now, Zod runes, despite being incredibly rare, are next to worthless. You can typically trade for these for just about anything. But they're very, very hard to find in the wild. And I actually found one latter season 6, just killing some regular ass cows. Like, not a champion, not the cow king, not a boss or anything, like just a regular ass cow. He mooed out a Zod rune for me. So I have the runes for that too. Vex, Hell, El, Eld, Zod, and Eth. Now this is a good base for this weapon. It's not the best. There's some consideration what you would actually want to use as the best here. And there's one other rune word that you can make with a Zod rune, and if I had the base for that, I would be very excited to use this for that. But I found this, and I'm just going to go ahead and make it. And I'm going to do that right here on stream where it's recorded for prosperity. So we're going to start off with death. So we're going to start off with death. He definitely mooed out an entire Zod rune. I am going to put this weapon over here. We want to get max damage here. That's the real variable that we really want, is the 385% max damage. So that's what we're looking for, as close to 385 as you can get. Here we go. Hell, Eld, Vex, Ort, Gull, Death. And we rolled 340. Let me just double check. Yeah, 340 is pretty mid. It's a pretty mid roll. But yeah, just looking at the stats here, it is indestructible, so it can't be destroyed, don't have to repair it. 25% chance to cast a level 18 glacial spike on attack. Not going to do a whole lot of damage, but it will freeze enemies, which is kind of nice. 100% chance to cast level 44 chain lightning when you die. So when you die, it's like the quickening in Highlander. Like someone cuts off your head and the lightning bolts shoot out everywhere. 340% enhanced damage, which is going to give me a total one-handed damage of 462 max. So it's 171 to 462. 20% bonus to attack rating and a flat 50 to attack rating. It's also going to add an additional 1 to 50 lightning damage. 7% mana stolen per hit. 50% crushing blow is a really good stats. That means there is a 50-50 shot, basically a half chance to just take a percentage of your monster's life. So somewhere between a quarter to 50%, depending on what kind of monster it is. 41% deadly strike, which is based on character level. Deadly strike basically means that there's a percent chance that you just do double damage. +1 to light radius, which is a very important stat because everybody needs to see where they're going when it's dark out. That's a joke. That is a worthless stat. Level 22 blood golem, which is charges I'll probably never ever use because this is ethereal and I can't repair it, so I'll never be able to get those charges back. And 20% minus requirements, so it's a little bit easier to use. Pretty cool looking sword. I'm gonna put that right here in the stash for now. There is death. All right, now let's get on to the meat and potatoes. Breath of the Dying. This is a kind of legendary weapon. For a while, this was probably the best weapon in the game. It has been wildly overshadowed by Grief, which does just way more damage. And if you know why, you know why. It's kind of hard to explain because it's not obvious how this one works. But this sword just straight up makes every other weapon obsolete. But Breath of the Dying is pretty gnarly, and it can have up to 400% enhanced damage. So again, we're trying to hit that 400%. We're trying to get there. We want to get as close to it as possible. And it is Vex, Hell, Eld. Here it goes. Zod. And Eth. Breath of the Dying. 370% enhanced damage. It goes, what, 350 to 400. So again, a very mid-roll. Very mid-roll. Also indestructible. Has a 50% chance to cast a level 20 Poison Nova when you kill an enemy. That doesn't really do all that much damage, but it looks cool. 60% increased attack speed means this is a great sword with a very fast attack speed. So you are going to be attacking fast as fuck. It's got the 370 enhanced damage, which means we're getting a one-handed damage of 455. Pretty close to identical there. Minus 25% target defense. There are two mods that are similar to that, where it's like minus to target defense and ignores target defense. This one's actually the more desirable, because ignores target defense doesn't work for act bosses. It only works for regular monsters. So minus 25% target defense works on everything, boss monsters and included. So this actually means that you're going to hit pretty regularly with this weapon. You get another plus 50 to attack rating, 200% extra damage to undead, and 50 to attack rating against undead. That's just a conditional mod. You've got mana and lifesteal, which I think those are variable. The lifesteal is variable. It goes up to 15%. So we actually got pretty close to max life stolen. Prevents monster heal. So for certain monsters that regenerate really fast, that's pretty good. 30 to all attributes is going to save you a lot of stat points. You put it all into to vitality if you want. Another +1 to light radius. It's double as bright with these two swords. And then a requirements of -20 as well. So these are also pretty easy to use. So let's see. Can Baby Cakes even use these two swords? Sure can. Look how badass he looks with his ethereal swords. Oh, you can't even see it because I've got the decks in front of it still. Yeah, look how badass that is. See what it looks like in the old graphics. Oh, look at that, dude. Look at that Chad right there. Let's go kill something with it. Do I have like frenzy or anything? No, I don't even have double swing with this guy. Okay. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Kind of dying over here. Okay. I'm over here, torque. All right, what do we find here? Another Zod rune? That'd be pretty cool, right? That'd be really sweet if like the first thing you kill with a Zod rune is another Zod rune. We found some charms, some boots. Brand Charm of Greed, not that big a deal. Got a rare amulet here. +1 to barbarian skills. It's not bad. There is no goob, only Zod. Thank you for the goob. Thank you for the goob, Opcure. I appreciate it. Yeah, we don't need that. We do have a diamond here, though. Let's steal these war boots. See what they are. They are garbage. And of course, we're not just gonna leave these bodies to go to waste. We're gonna scream at them. Ooh, found a heavy belt. Let's see, that heavy belt is gonna be gold wrap, I think. Found an amethyst as well. Ooh, get away from me, Snake Man. Get away from me. Yep, gold wrap. So I'm currently wearing an upped gold wrap that's a battle belt. More extra gold for monsters than my current one. Not as good defense though. On the ground it goes. We're gonna drink some water here. Teleport over. Go to Barbarian Town. Screaming at Bodies is a great band name. At least a good name for a song. Anyway, so that's baby cakes. Let's go ahead and put the new swords back on. Look at them ethereal. Look at those ethereal badasses right there. What's his character sheet say? Berserk damage with Breath of the Dying is 6979 max. So if we're doing like one-handed, he's doing 12k with the death. About the same amount of damage. Both of them are about the same. All right, well, these are gonna go in the old stash here, and we're just gonna leave them there forever. Never gonna need to use them. Because instead of doing 12k damage, we're gonna do 1300 damage, and believe it or not, that's gonna be way more damage. You'll never see why. But anyway, so that is the appetizer for the day. How's everybody doing today? I feel like I just jumped into talking about the game and didn't even really say hi to everybody. Chocobo is ready. Hell yeah. All right, so here is the problem with ladder and Diablo 2 in general, is that online you have a maximum number of characters, and as you can see, I've pretty well got this thing maxed out. You can have up to 24. Now some of these are not real characters, some of them are, a lot of them are just mules. So like everything purples all the way down to sockets here, these are all mules that I have stuff on. And that is because Diablo 2 does not give you nearly enough storage space. I feel like if they gave you more storage space, then the 24 characters would probably be fine. But as it stands, that is kind of not enough. So what I ended up doing is I have a second Diablo 2 account, which lets you know that I'm very serious about this game because I was willing to pay the extra $10 to have another copy of this game. And I'm going to be building my ladder character on that account for the foreseeable future. So in order to do that, I actually have to exit out of the game and log back into another account. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the we'll be right back. Back soon. There we go. You guys can still hear me, hopefully. We're gonna re-log into another account. Sorry about that. Ran into some technical difficulties there. it it is kind of a latter account. Opcure got sunburnt. And that will happen. Zorg is a mighty beast. All right, so this is my second account. And the character that I have built is Raisin. In my marriage contract with my wife, there is a very clearly written stipulation that says if I ever make a sorceress on Diablo 2, she gets to name it. It's a very strange rider for sure, but you know, rules are rules. I signed the contract, so therefore we have to abide by it. So you'll notice that almost all of my sorceress characters have very adorable names that are some sort of food. And that is why Raisin is the character we're going to be playing today. Yeah, it's pretty standard. So basically, ladder reset. Ooh, Rimward Herald cheering 200 bits. We are gonna stay a little while, and I appreciate you guys listening for sure. So yeah, ladder reset on Friday. So I've been playing this character since Friday off and on. I have not gotten a whole lot of time in. I have beaten normal. I'm currently at the very beginning of nightmare difficulty. And I figured that's where I would leave it while I was waiting for the stream today. So beginning of nightmare is where we're currently at. I did do a little bit of leveling back in normal, so I'm a little bit higher level than you would probably normally expect for nightmare level. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and play normal difficulty. Right. So yeah, this is her. We're gonna do like a quick rundown of what I've got equipped on her for now. Because I actually ended up getting really lucky in my normal difficulty playthrough. I found 2 uniques very early in the game, like before before Act 2, actually. Like, by Act 2, I had both of these items. And that's a Nokozan Relic, which adds 50 to fire resist and an extra 10% to maximum fire resistance. Your maximums are normally 75% in this game, but there's a few items that increase that number. And then I also found a pair of Hotspur boots, which add another 45% to fire resist and then 15% to maximum fire resist. So these two numbers added together is 95. And the maximum fire resistance is technically 100%, but it goes as high up as 95%. So basically with these two items, going through normal difficulty, I had a fire resistance of 95. I was literally just laughing at the council as they were summoning hydras, and the hydras were just doing nothing to me. So yeah, and even in nightmare difficulty, I still have a 95% fire resistance, which is pretty insane. I'm currently wearing stealth, which is a very low level armor that you can make a rune word of. I've got this in a breastplate. This is really good for a sorceress. It gives you bonus run walk, bonus faster cast rate, bonus faster hit recovery. Those are just all nice to haves. They make the game a lot more smooth to play. I've also got a rare circlet here that's got another 20% faster cast rate. And I'm wearing 2 rings that have faster cast rate. This one has some magic find on it, which is nice. So 20 plus 25 is 45, plus an extra 20 is 65, which is over the second breakpoint for Sorceress's faster cast rate. So she's actually pretty quick at casting spells. I got some derpy rare boots here, or rare gloves here. They don't really do anything to help me other than more fire resistance, which is nice. TK, what's up, my dude? What is up? We've got another rare belt here. Again, more fire resist, completely unnecessary, but it's 29 life and more faster hit recovery. So we're hitting the faster hit recovery breakpoint as well, so when we get hit, we're not getting stun locked as bad. I've got a bunch of charms with either resistances on them or extra gold or magic find. Gold is actually pretty useful to have early in the ladder because you need a lot of gold to level through the game. You end up having to resurrect your mercenary a lot and buy a lot of potions. The weapon I'm using is a battle staff rune word called Leaf. Leaf is 2 very cheap runes, Tyr and Ral. I got these pretty mostly by wailing on the Countess for about 20 minutes. And the big deal is that it gives +3 to fire skills and then +3 to a bunch of other skills. This is a staff that I bought from a vendor in Act 2, and it had +3 to fireball to it. So because this is a character where I'm fireball is my main skill, the staff is basically giving me +6 to fireball, which is pretty solid. I've also got my homeboy Azrael here. He currently has an insight in a ethereal scythe. Insight gives you a meditation aura, which lets you regenerate your mana very, very fast. This can actually go from 12 to 17. 12 is obviously the lowest, so we're going to be trying to re-roll this in the near future. Just realized that chat's kind of in the way, isn't it? Chat is kind of in the way. Just move this over here for now. Maybe I'll just make it smaller. How about that? Yeah, then you're not going to be able to read that at all. And I realize that the chat on screen there is not really helpful for you guys because you're actually watching it, but this is useful for people who are watching the VOD later on, so they can see who I'm talking to. But yeah, Insight helps regenerate my mana really fast. I've got a rare hat, doesn't really do much, and a rare armor, doesn't really do much. Really, he's just there to keep my mana going. So yeah. As far as skills, she only has Nova because of the staff that she's wielding. Also had a +1 to Nova. She has static field with 1 point in it. This is a really powerful skill, but not at level 1. So we're just gonna put this point here and hopefully get it up get the skill level raised up higher with items. We have telekinesis and teleport. Teleport will let us get around the battlefield a little bit faster. We don't have the mana to just teleport forever though. This is really just to get us through like mazes essentially. And then all of our points are in fire skills right now. We have 20 points into fireball, 11 points into firebolt, and this is currently where we're putting our points. 1 point into warmth, which we're getting bonuses from our staff, and then 1 point in fire mastery to just increase our damage by a whole bunch. Current fireball damage maxes out 1252, which is pretty. You can kill most monsters at this difficulty in 2 hits. Freddy, you can actually make as many ladder characters as you have available on your account if you want to. Are we in normal difficulty? We are in normal difficulty. Go to Nightmare. Just like the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, or as I like to call him, Rhodey Chodes. Is there an advantage too? You can create like mules and stuff. You quickly run out of space for things, so sometimes it's good to make mules. And actually, there is some advantage to having characters that can do different things. So like if you have a strategy where you want to like farm keys and then use the keys to open up the Uber bosses, typically the character that's good at finding the keys and the character that's good at fighting the Uber bosses are not the same. So sometimes it's useful to have a couple characters that way. Or you can just play with friends, which I don't typically do because I'm not good at finding friend groups to play with. It's kind of why I'm hoping that streaming works out for me here and people want to start playing Diablo 2 with me. We actually need to go talk to Kara first here, don't we? Oh, Ether. There's a place of great evil. And that great evil is the fucked up cocktail that I made. All right, so Ether. Ether sent me a cocktail recipe called Thanksgiving Cobbler. And one of the things that it calls for is muddled cranberry. And it's August and you can't really find cranberries in stores, like fresh cranberries. Like you can find like what you call it, like cranberry sauce basically, but you're not gonna find like fresh cranberries. So I was looking for a solution. And the other thing is that it calls for champagne, which is fantastic sounding, but probably more money than I wanted to spend on a cocktail that I might try once. This guy's doing, yeah, she's doing pretty good. So I was thinking I could use like Prosecco or even just like sparkling grape juice, like just something to get kind of like the flavor and the texture with the you know, that's similar to champagne. But then I couldn't find cranberry and I thought, well, you know, what if I used cranberry flavored seltzer water? This is kind of nice. It's a brand of stock, ethereal. It's a spear, so I can't make insight out of it, but it's not bad. Not bad. We'd be looking for a pole arm. So I used effectively grocery store LaCroix, like Kroger brand LaCroix, cranberry flavored. And it was not good. It was not good. And on top of that, I didn't have simple syrup. And I thought about just mixing some sugar in it, like muddling with some sugar. But then I ended up using maple syrup. A lot of times if I'm making cocktails, I'll do maple syrup instead of simple syrup. Blade talents, huh? So I'll do maple syrup, and between the maple syrup and the lack of flavor in the seltzer, it tasted quite bad. It tasted quite bad. So yeah, I tried to make a thing, and I tried to make it with the ingredients that I had available to me, and that was a mistake. And I'm very, very sorry for what I did to your drink, Ether. Sometime during Christmas or Thanksgiving, I will actually try to make a real version of it using the ingredients you suggested. And hopefully I will have learned my lesson. Yeah, lessons were learned for sure. All of the monsters have been vanquished.
This cave has been purged of evil.
That's right. That's right, Raisin. This cave has been purged of evil. Look at all the shining lights coming from the ceiling. Now, I could use a teleport scroll here. But then I would just have to run back anyway, so I'm just gonna run. I'm not in a hurry today. Take a leisurely stroll back up to the rogues camp. You do learn more from your fuck ups than you do your triumphs. I will say I was sitting with some friends, and I had poured myself what I thought was just some normal whiskey, and it turned out to be like banana flavored whiskey, which was not really whiskey. It's just like brown banana flavored liqueur, and I was very sad about it. But I had a can of sparkling liquid death that I was drinking on, so I mixed some of that to see if it would help, and it actually ended up making it pretty palatable. So I was thinking, like, you know, seltzer water basically, or like sparkling water, can't be bad, right? Yeah, no, it was real bad. Sometimes you just need to let things be what they are.
Welcome.
All right, so we are not gonna bother with this quest, which is Blood Raven, because the reward for this quest is a mercenary that I already have. I already have a mercenary. I don't need another one. And you're not really going to get anything out of it. So we are going to skip on past that one and go straight for looking for Deckard Cain. I do have a bottle of Hennessy on my shelf now, though, which is pretty cool looking. Don't drink a whole lot of cognac, but don't mind a little Hennessy every now and again. What's up, Flavby?
Beware. Beyond lies mortal danger for the likes of you. Take care.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the warning there, Flavby. Get the waypoint. You know, actually, for everyone else's context, the reason I was asking for a cocktail recipe because I had some extra fresh rosemary and I was looking for something to put it in, and that was the cocktail that was suggested to me. It sounded very good. As it turns out, I was gifted a couple of very large steaks for the weekend, which I made and used rosemary with steaks. So I'm going to be using meat instead of liquor in this particular case. And these are some big honking steaks. Like, usually I'll do... There's Rekinichu. Yeah, usually I only do maybe like inch thick steaks. But these were like an inch and a quarter, and they were just like I want to see the cow that these came from, because it had to have been a massive cow. Cognac does go well with the steak. Not gonna disagree with you there. Before we go through the underground passage here, we're gonna look for the waypoint so we can get back to the spot quickly. Got a feeling it's not over here though. This little Fallen is playing footsie chase. We are running out of stamina though. Hey, refilling shrine. Now I do have teleport, but it takes like 24 mana to teleport, which out of 160-ish, like, you don't get to teleport for very long. You get about 3 teleports and then you're gassed. So we're not going to be doing a whole lot of teleporting, mostly just to kind of skip around little areas. Rosemary, butter, garlic, lemon, salt, pepper, and chicken. It does sound delicious. I do like me some rosemary chicken. Okay, still having trouble finding the oh, there it is. All right, so now we're gonna go to the underground passage, to the dark woods. We're gonna go find the tree of Inifis. First, we have to get through the underground passage. There's spooky demon ladies in here. Hey, a flawed amethyst. We'll pick that up. War scythe. See what this circlet is. Magic damage reduced. No, thank you. Lord Grimace made biscuits and gravy, sausage gravy. I'm a big fan of gravy. I'm from the South, and there are a few things that I enjoy more than biscuits and gravy for breakfast. This is a dead end. Tell you, I hate Fallen. They just straight... Ooh, a giant sword. Sword for giants. Kinemil's all +6 to holy fire. Be pretty sick if you're a paladin. It'd be pretty sick if you were a paladin. Maybe we'll hold on to that and give it to somebody. Oh, it was your first time making breakfast gravy? Made it a little too thick. You know what? There's no, that's what's great about gravy though, is if it's too thick, man, you just add some water. If it's too thin, just add a little bit more flour. You get the ratio down eventually. Looks like we found another dead end. just overcorrected. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Oh, hey, a skull. One thing that you'll see me do that a lot of other people who really like playing Diablo don't necessarily do, there's the end, is I pick up absolutely every gem that I find. It doesn't matter what quality it is, I collect all of them. See, Samurai does milk. I do like milk, but I also like using chicken stock for my gravy. Hey, we got a level. Ding, fries are done. Yeah, let's just kick back here and we'll go ahead and set this up. We're just gonna put all of our points into let's put it into mana for now. And then we're going to keep cranking up Firebolt until that gets up to 20. There's Sapphire. And a Ruby. Man, a lot of bosses. Good for XP. Pick up this Mana Shrine. Okay, that's the way to the Black Marsh. Technically, all of the quests in Act 1 are optional. You can actually just go straight to the end of Act 1 and fight Indariel and not have to do any of the side quests. But that's no fun. I'm not gonna let Deckard Cain just sit in a cage. Dude's a national treasure. But we do need to find that Scroll of Benefice first. A lot of sneezy ass dogs hanging out in this in these woods. How's the game running on your guys' end? Does it look like it's running smooth? Oh, there he is. Tree of Benefice.
This ancient tree has an aura of magic about it.
All right, so now we need to find the waypoint. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. Go back to the camp. Looks good. Looks like it's playing smooth. Does the audio sound good? Very good. All right, so now we need to go find Deckard Cain, which means we need to go back to the Stony Field. Go back to the Standing Stones. Okay. Gonna read 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open up the spooky portal to Tristram.
Tristram was no match for Diablo's fury.
Chocobo says audio's good, not too loud. Okay. Could be a little louder, most likely then. I'll look into that in a second. Let's go find... Oh, I clicked the exploding cow. I'm such a noob. All right, let's go find Deckard Cain. He's going to be right here.
Deckard Cain, get to the rogue camp.
Kill Griswold. Griswold did not drop anything super important. Collect the gold. Daryl CH, hey folks, been lurking the past hour, just about wanted to chime in. Hope all is well. Work's busy on my end, so I'll be scarce otherwise. Well, appreciate you hanging out, even if you're lurking, man. Lurking is just as important as you know, talking.
As a token of my regret,
Yep. Deckard Cain, I know all about it.
good to see you.
See if we can get him to say the thing. Nope, he won't say it. Hey. Looks like somebody we need to ban from chat. Lord Grimos, I appreciate you. You beat me to it. Thank you, sir. You're a heck of a mod. I do like killing robots, though. Grimos is slaying robots, and I'm slaying demons. All right. So now we get to talk to Charcy. Good old Charcy.
Good to see you.
Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe we got to talk to.
Not in town. You have risked your life.
She gave me a ring. Mana stolen per hit, +5 to mana, fire resist, magic damage reduce, magic find, and levels of firebolt. Unfortunately, not something I need. So we're going to throw that one back to you. Going Office Space on them bots. Alright, so we got a bunch of gems here. Plus we got this sword.
I am overburdened.
Let's throw some gems down. Yeah, I tend to collect gems and then trade them in for cash and prizes. We got 3 of these guys. And we got 3 of these guys, which will give us 3 of these guys. There we go. And let's go ahead and stash some more money. That's right, we're going toaster hunting. All right, and then we'll pick up that, and we'll throw that into a free room. We'll give that to an enterprising paladin somewhere. All right, so now we have rescued Deckard Cain. We get to talk to Charcy.
When I fled,
She fled the monastery. We're probably not going to bother with that quest either. And now we're going to go straight to Andariel. Probably should have bought some stamina potions. Some Diablo 2 energy drinks. All right, the Black Marsh is a very important area to farm in. We're just not going to be farming right now. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and try to find the waypoint for it. God dang, getting the shit beat out of us, just walking around. We'll kill champions while we're at it. Man, it's like 4 champions all in a row. Oh, we found a longbow. I believe that is Bloodraven's bow. Yeah, Ravenclaw. Fires explosive arrows or bolts. Kind of cool, not going to use it. throwing it on the ground. A little crowded over here. Okay, that's the way to the Highland. Jesus. Right in my way. Oop. You're a jewel. Pick that up. Bully Bravo, been lurking while I play Skyrim. I'm a madman with the Diablo. I do like some Diablo. Do like me some Diablo. This right here is the reason why we're going to eventually want to come back here. This is the Forgotten Tower. This is probably one of the best farming spots in the game. Yeah, we'll pick up Experience Shrine while we're here. Been playing Diablo 4. I picked up Diablo 4. I played it for a little while. It felt a little unfinished. Oh, it was literally right here in front of the door. It felt a little unfinished, so I kind of put it down and just haven't come back to it. I do like to praise Zorg. We praise Zorg up in this house, up in here. These things make the grossest noise. Make the grossest noise. Diablo 3 I was pretty disappointed by. I played it for a little while and just I don't know, just it didn't feel like Diablo to me. Diablo 4 definitely feels a little bit more like the kind of game I'm used to. Got a battle staff here. Teleport and blaze on it. +5 to energy. We'll put that in stash. Jewels are important for crafting, and people like to craft in ladder. I'm not one of those people. I don't find crafting to be all that valuable, but I will certainly trade things to crafters, which they will appreciate. So that person dying nearly killed me. And I am frozen forever. Ooh, a stamina potion. Drink that later. Drink that when we're thirsty.
Ah, the monastery. On Dariel's stronghold.
Right, there's the waypoint. And I know that there's supposed to be a way to tell where the direction you're supposed to go is based on the way the statue is facing, and I can never remember how it goes. So we're just gonna go this way. Some Sam Squanches. It was not this way. I was lied to. Let's try this way. It's this way. Ooh, some champion Sam Squanches. Killed them all. Alright, let's fill up on mana. Because of Diablo, you always drink from public fountains and touch all the things. We're just gonna yoink. Thank you. Ding, fries are done. think now we'll put it into. We'll do energy again. Normally, you don't want to put a whole lot of points in energy, if any, but we don't have the gear to make up for it yet. So another 6 levels, then we'll have both of these maxed out, and then we can start putting points into Fire Mastery. Oh no, my boyfriend died.
Not enough mana.
That was exciting. Missing anything here? A bunch of potions. Go ahead and stock up on potions while we're here, I guess. And a couple of healing potions. Get our friend back. Now, this is going to be a situation where if we do come across the smith before we come across the way down to the next dungeon, then we'll do that quest. If not, we're not going to worry about it. We are going to be on the lookout for a 4-socketed pole arm. And we found the way down first, so we're not going to bother with the smith.
If there was magic here, it's long gone now.
That's right. The magic of this place has gone away. Oh, hey, there's the waypoint. Nice. Yeah, your ghosts. Spooky bastards. And our fireball is just killing it. I found a helm. 2-socketed. Oh, I forgot you said that the gameplay sounds a little quiet. Let's see if we can adjust the volume here. Do have a limiter on. How's that sound? Maybe we'll turn the game volume up a little bit. I'll just turn my headphones down a little bit. Let me know if the audio sounds a little bit better there for you. Ooh. Some blade talons, 3-socketed. Home on the ground. What's this thing do? 8% enhanced damage isn't bad, but it's gonna go in the trash pile. Oh hey, he's getting his shit pushed in there for a second. But a superior bone shield with 2 sockets, 6% enhanced defense. That would be a pretty good splendor, I think, which is a rune word. Let's take a look. Let's take a look what the Dex has to say. Yeah, splendor. 2 sockets, Eth and Lum, +1 to all skills, faster cast rate. Yeah, this is a pretty good sorcerer's shield for the mid game before you can find a monarch. Let's put this shield in the stash. Keep that for now. Will the Great, what's up, Will? How's the memeing business going? Like, I wonder how much damage this guy can actually do to me. Oh, he's gonna shoot my buddy. That's not cool. You can't shoot my buddy. Go, level 3. So now we're gonna go find the inner cloister. Memes must flow. What if, and just hear me out, what if memes are the spice of our world? What if? Haven't played in ages. Have you played the remastered? The resurrected version? This game's pretty solid. It's got a handful of little quality of life additions that are kind of nice. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. One of the things that I love about this version is when you run across some gold. You're like, let me kill some monsters. So like this gold right here, I don't have to click on this gold to pick it up. I just gotta walk past it. Just picks it up, which is really nice. There's no more like endlessly clicking for gold. An amulet. $33 to life. We'll sell it. I like to pick up amulets and rings because they don't take up a lot of inventory space and they're usually worth a decent amount of money. You heard a gem? That might have been the ring. Yeah, that might have been that ring that I picked up. Nope, dead end. That's what I love about the sorceress, man. Is if I had to do all this on foot, I would be pulling my hair out, just trying to like go around the maze. Instead, I can just teleport around. It's Topaz. Topazes are kind of nice early in the ladder. Oh man, did you see that? Got a triple kill out of it. Alright, there we go. Inner cloister. Oh man, this... I always check this rogue. She's always here, and I always check her. because sometimes she leaves me some goodies. Let's go ahead and stash up what we got. Oh, I accidentally picked up that helm I didn't need. Let's see here. Got a perfect topaz coming our way. We'll stash this shield for now. Go. Do I use the Charcy's hammer immediately or do I save it for later? I typically save them if I don't have some unique boots or gloves by the time that quest comes around. This time around I didn't need it because I had pretty good gear to start with. Like I found these unique boots very early, and I found these gloves pretty early. So if I don't use them early, I'll save them for later. When you get above level 90, if you find normal diadems, which are like the circlets, like the higher level circlets, they're very, very good to imbue with Charcy. They can get some really good skills on them. But I don't sweat it too much, especially in a ladder playthrough. Like if I just don't have a decent piece of gear early on, I'll go ahead and use it. Let's see. Oh, I did not use a portal. I used this thing. All right, so now we're gonna go whoop up on Bone Break. Some more champion shamans. There he is, Bone Ash. There he is. Oh, he's immune to fire. That's all right. He's not immune to my homeboy beating his ass. God dang. Nearly killed both of us. All right, there is a shaman in the back here, and he is making me really, really sad. So how about he can die? He can drop me another flawless amethyst. Another one of these little jerks. Then another one of these little jerks. All right, I think I'm done with that now. Let's go ahead and stock up on potions. And down to the catacombs. Let's find out what these boots are.
This place chills me to the bone.
No extra speed. A little bit of gold find. Good bit of gold find, actually. Don't need them. Yeah, I've got a few perfects. I found a perfect amethyst on my Hellforge reward, which was nice. Perfect gems are pretty valuable in ladder for crafting and re-rolling stuff. And rather than crafting or re-rolling anything, I'll just trade them to people who like to do that sort of thing. Because you can usually get good stuff for it. Jesus Christ, I gotta lay the smackdown on these shamans. Alright, there's a topaz. And we leveled again, so we'll do some more mana. And now we'll start putting in vitality for a while. What to do with the perfects? So the cool thing that you can do with them is that you can re-roll blue items. And the thing that people like to re-roll with them are grand charms. So like if you find a grand charm from Diablo, it has a chance of being something really, really good, like a skill charm, like a charm that'll give you a bonus to a skill. God dang it. Always immune to fire. Well, that would be why he killed my dude. Let's go ahead and head back to town real quick. So like if you find a grand charm from Diablo, you can put that and 3 perfect gems in the box and shake it up and it'll reroll what it does. So you can get good stuff that way.
Good evening.
Good evening.
The reroll does keep the original item level, so that's actually what's cool about it. You can actually do it with lower level gems, but then it does degrade the item. So if you do it with perfects, you'll always keep the same item level. Perfects can also be used to improve runes. Actually, so if you had like these runes, you just need 3 of any of these runes to upgrade to the next level of rune. But if you once you get up to a certain level, I think it's past the Thul rune, you need chip gems, and then the next level is like flawless, and then the next gem or flawed, and then the next one's like regular. I think it goes up to flawless. I don't think you need exactly perfects for them. But yeah, like if you find a gem or a charm that has like +1 to like lightning sorcerer skills, and then a bunch of life, those are worth a lot in trade. Runes are what a lot of people trade in the trading community. I haven't done any trading yet with this season because I've just started, but like if you get a skiller with a bunch of life on it, it's going to be worth some stuff. So that's why people just, because you find gems for free, you might as well just re-roll shit, and you might re-roll into something that's worth like all the wealth you'll need for the entire rest of the season. Sorry. Diablo is a complicated game. It is definitely a complicated game. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes you can just get by making monsters dead. You need to kill John Lennon? Yeah, that's true, Will. You definitely don't have to do everything in this game for it to be fun. Oh, hey. Speaking of fun, speaking of friends, jeez. Okay, we're gonna take cover behind this door.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, these guys were just like, welcome to the neighborhood, pal. Freaking shamans. Hey, a 3-socketed broadsword. We're gonna hold on to that. Speaking of rune words, we're gonna hold on to that for some safekeeping. We are on the lookout for a 4-socketed sword, but we will eventually need a 3-socketed as well. There's the waypoint. Excellent. So now we just gotta go find Andariel and beat her goddamn ass in. And then we can go on to the desert. We'll pick up a large charm for now, see what that does. Dexterity and cold damage, not worth keeping. Oh, there we go. All right, so now we just need to get to level 4. And in level 3, you can pretty mostly just go around the outside and you'll eventually find the exit. This is much faster if you can just teleport around, but I just do not have the mana to do that. right, here we go. So I'm gonna open up a portal in case we die. Actually, you know what? Take that back. We're gonna go have a strategy session with our friend Akara. Akara has some very sweet purple robes.
Greetings.
And we are going to buy a whole bunch of antidote potions. And let's drop this ruby over here for now. Over here for now. Should be good on the other potions for now, though. Man, there are definitely some times when I'm playing this game where I'm like, oh, I know there's some bad guys on the other side of this door, and I just teleport to their house and just start wrecking their shit in. Didn't mean to drink a potion there. All right. So we can skip this whole room over here by teleporting into that corner. That becomes very important later when we start farming.
Thanks. Thanks.
All right, these antidote potions will increase your poison resistance by a whole bunch, which is important because that's the kind of damage that Andariel likes to do. And Andariel does not like fire. So we just kicked her shit right in. Let's see, we found a full home, some gems. And that's all the monsters.
This is...
And Dario.
Finally.
All right. We found Eisenhart's horns, which we don't really need. Let's go ahead and sell that to Akara.
Good day.
All right. Let's go ahead and keep some shit up. I'm gonna put the sword over here. These are all just like assorted, socketed items that I found that I may use in the future. Found a Menald heal. I might put that on a little bit later. I've got enough for another perfect purple. And just tidy things up a little bit here. Yeah, I hear you, Warub. You're cool. Be with you in just a second. Right. Tidy up the diamonds while we're here. And perfect. De Beers will get me. Well, these are blood diamonds. I'm getting these directly from slave labor.
The caravan is prepared.
They're coming from a RimWorld colony I've got going off to the side of the screen here. All right, time for Act 2. We're not gonna watch the cutscenes though. I have to say that Act 2 is probably my favorite act in this game. I don't know, something about like cranking around in the desert is a lot of fun. Plus, everything that you need is right here in this like center square. Like you got Decker Cane right here to identify your shit. You got Farah here, she'll heal you and has stuff for you to buy. And then you could buy potions for this dude. We are getting, let's see, we're about 30 minutes left in the stream.
I don't expect.
Got some time to pal around and loot Ghislaine. So Atma here wants us to go into the sewers and find Radamant, which we want to do as well. Because Radamant is a jerk. And if we kill him, we get a book of skill. Cookie Mama! That's right. Playing the didgeridoo. Playing the old didgeridoo. Probably should have bought some potions before I came down, huh? That would have been smart. The one thing I have to say is that for a city in the desert, like a medieval town in the desert, this place has a very extensive sewer system. Like the sanitation in Ghislaine is actually pretty intense. I am the anti-necromancer. I kill all the skeletons. Kill me all the skeletons. Cedar staff. That is +1 to Blizzard. Probably could have sold it, but not really worth it. Well, it's definitely like it might not be sanitary, but you know, to be fair, we've got a bunch of like the living dead living down here. Oh, this guy's immune to fire. So we will skip him. We'll go back to town.
I bet you won.
What are the Department of Sanitation guidelines on the number of zombies per city block? That sounds like a question for the Penstrat, I think. I think they need to hash out some of that. All right, sewers level 2. Tier room, pick that up. Again, I didn't buy potions. Just pick them up off the ground. You definitely won't gain any superpowers drinking potions that you find on the ground in the sewer. Oh, they are immune to fire. Yeah, all these guys are immune to fire, so I'm not going to be able to kill any of them. So it's going to be a lot of running away right now. Low quality death mask. Yeah, fortunately these fire mages can't really hurt me because my fire resistance is absolutely insane. Hopefully when we go to fight Radamant, though, he's not surrounded by these guys. Okay.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, let me kill all these regular dudes. Like, these fire guys can't even hurt me. So now we'll put stuff back into Vitality. Yeah, my fire resistance is 95% right now. And the maximum that you can normally get is 75. Because I found some absolutely ridiculous shit. So I found a Nokozan relic, which is 50 to fire resist and plus 10 to your maximum fire resist. And then hot spurs, which are another 45 to fire resist, an additional plus 15% to fire resistance. So basically, like these guys can do like maybe 1 or 2 points of damage to me a hit, which is just kind of funny. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the poison damage there. Frick is Radamant. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's down to 1 life. Might be a little bit of poison.
It is an honor to serve you.
Might be a little bit of poison. We'll go ahead and crack open a portal here. Alright, there's the Book of Skill. And we'll open up
What
the
a
fancy
misguided
chest.
monster.
And I think... aren't I supposed to get the, oh yeah, there's supposed to be like a scroll there, like a Herodric scroll, but I guess I've already got the quest. Alright, so we'll tell Atma that we killed the monster. And we get a free skill out of it. So now our Firebolt is level 17. 3 more levels, we'll have both of these maxed out, and then we'll start putting points into Fire Mastery. Yeah, we're not going to do the Halls of the Dead quest. We're going to go straight to the Maggot Lair, which is everyone's least favorite dungeon. Almost everyone's least favorite dungeon.
Good evening.
Welcome to my shop.
Welcome to my foot. Alright, potions collected. Alright, now we're going to go out to the desert. Kill champions while we're here. What's in here, jerks? Guys are just annoying. They'll chase you forever. And this music is banging. now we should be to the Dry Hills. Normally in normal difficulty, you would go and look for the Halls of the Dead to get the cube, but I already have the cube, so I don't need it. So instead, we're gonna look for the Far Oasis. It's probably at the top of this hill. Oh, Pretzel, you've watched Carbot's cartoons? Diablos is one of my favorite things on the internet. I love those cartoons. All right, so there's the end. Now we need to find the waypoint and then the maggot lair. And the reason everybody hates the maggot lair is because it's impossible to navigate. We got frozen somehow by bugs. I'm mostly just killing these things because they'll drain your stamina, and I don't want to have to like walk everywhere.
I need mana.
Gosh dang it. Get away from me, bugs. Get away. I mean, I'm pretty sure gnats would die pretty fast if you throw a fireball at them. Fire is a pretty efficient way of killing bugs, I've discovered. Okay, looks like maggot lair might be down past those stairs that we walked past. Then after the maggot lair, I think we're probably gonna call it for the night. Yeah, they just ate all of my stamina. Thank you bugs. And looks like we're walking. Fortunately, I have enough vitality and gear to regenerate my stamina pretty fast. All right, going down to the maggot lair. One of the good things about the maggot lair is that there's a lot of these types of chests. They're called super chests. They don't look any different from regular chests, but they always have like a bunch of good stuff in them. And the main reason that people hate this is because everything is a big old pile of circles, and it is full of these freaking beetles that shoot you with electricity, and you can die really fast. And because these hallways are so narrow, you can't really navigate around them. You just have to slog through it. Probably going to go through a decent number of health potions. Oh yeah, Jabazon with the lightning fury. Yeah, that'll clear these hallways pretty fast. Jabazon and Sorceress are probably tied for being able like to do the most area of effect damage. Although the Trapson's pretty good too. A fire trap assassin will clear a room real fast. Oh man, that was beautiful. Look at that. Within literal spitting distance of each other. You cannot get a better map than that. So now we just gotta go find the Maggot Queen. Which is usually in the upper right corner. Ooh, Row runes. Those are valuable. Yep, there she is. And she is instantly dead. Fireballs for everybody. Staff of Kings. All right, so then we'll go to the Claw Viper Temple. Let's put some more into Vitality. And another into Firebolt. And actually, we still got a good 18 minutes left in the stream. So let's go ahead and deal with those pesky snake men. Down to 1 hit point again with poison.
Greetings.
It is an honor to serve.
Greetings!
The Staff of Kings.
The Staff of Kings! Thank you, sir. Appreciate you identifying my stuff for me. We have a Hellcast. Ooh, another item that shoots explosive bolts. There's a build that uses stuff like this. The Sorceress build where you enchant stuff. It's very, very good. We're not trying to build that, though. And drop that there, and drop that there. Get back out to the Far Oasis. What do you know about snakes? Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna learn all about snakes. Snake fact number 1 is that they like dark magic. Is evident by the fact that it's about to get very spooky. See how dark it gets? I have to ask Drogden about the strange darkness. I won't. I know what the answer is. It's snakes. Oh, shit. Tried to gank me. Deckard Cain impressions are kind of like Christopher Walken impressions, or like Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, everybody can do one, you know? Like, everybody's capable of it. We can wash this poison out of our face. Yeah. Apparently, we took the wrong way. Perhaps we zigged when we should have zagged. Ooh, Stamina Shrine. Now we don't have to chug potions. Aha, there we go. So we are in the Valley of the Snakes. Snake fact number 2 is that they like to live in cursed temples.
I sense strong magic within this place.
Just want you to know that I'm purposely leaving that antidote potion on the ground, even though I am 100% poisoned. antlers. Volcano, hunger, summon direwolf. Literally skills from all 3 of the druid tree. Going on the ground. The other thing you should know about snakes is that they're really people. So one thing that I'm learning about Diablo is it's a lot harder for me to play and watch chat at the same time because I'm trying really hard not to die. It's not as easy as RimWorld, that's for sure. Oh, there's a ring, we'll pick that up. You know, like when you just teleport into a big old pile of snaky boys. They definitely want to kill you. They did fix the poison in this game. If you played the original Diablo 2, the snakes in this level would poison you and you would take an unbelievable amount of poison damage and it would last for hours. Like, you just had to constantly chug antidote potions. That is one of the things that they fixed in one of the patches for D2R. Man, we are going around all the wrong directions.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Okay, not a dead end. There's level 2. Now we have to go kill a bunch of sneaky men's. Amulet will pick up. I'm gonna leave that gothic plate on the ground. Fun trick you can do if you can teleport. If you teleport onto this platform here, the monsters can't come up these stairs, so you can just stand up here and constantly shoot them with fireballs.
Who would have thought that such primitive beings could cause so much trouble?
Who'd have thought? Let's catch up on chat here. Nice to see this desert is OSHA compliant. Got all the iWatch stations. True, true. Cassis, I don't know the answer to your question, unfortunately. I feel like it's a question we all have to ask ourselves.
Good day.
Alright, let's see what Farrah's got to say. We're gonna put this guy into the box. That's not an amulet worth keeping. Let's repair. And then we've got to do this thing. Whoa! Roderick Staff. Man, 50% increased attack speed. It's actually pretty good for the level. It's a shame you've got to, like, use it. Oh, there's also another ring that we found, huh? Dexterity? Yeah, we'll throw that in the trash. Let's catch up on potions. And let's put our money in the box. Here we go. Here we go. Can you keep the staff some way? Kind of. Kind of. I know back in the day there used to be an exploit where you could get into the last dungeon of Act 2 without going through the harem, but I think they patched it out. Get to talk to Drognan. Hello, Drognan.
Welcome, youngs. I've been
All right. So we're going to be looking for the Arcane Sanctuary. We're getting... you know, we got enough time to do the Arcane Sanctuary. We got enough time. We're talk to Jaren.
When the troubles be, I have heard.
As it turns out, his entire palace is full of monsters. What's cool is when you're a sorceress, you can just teleport around this map and not worry about any of the bad guys because everything is always in the same place. All right, and then I believe in the center is where the portal is. And this is legitimately one of my favorite dungeons in this game, is the Arcane Sanctuary.
Fascinating.
It's not really a great place to try to like grind, but it's a lot of fun just because it's so weird and it's so out of place. And again, this is a dungeon where if you were not a sorceress and teleporting around, it becomes insufferable. Insufferable. Got that non-Euclidean geometry going on here. Maybe we'll get lucky in the... Nope. So essentially the way this dungeon works is that there are 4 pathways to go, and it's always random which one has the boss at the end of it. However, at the end of each of the false ways is a platform with 3 of those super chests I was telling you about. It's kind of nice. And the fast way to get back to the center is to just open up a portal. And then we'll go back to the center. Looks like we might hit another level too, which is pretty cool.
I need mana.
One of the things is that the ghosts will fly off of the platform and try to get you. And if you kill them while they're off the platform, they don't drop any loot. So you kind of want to wait until they're on a platform to kill them. One more level and then we'll have Fireball maxed out. Or Firebolt maxed out. Dimensional blade. rune. Heck yeah. Bwam, 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 bwam. Ooh, and a grand
I
charm.
can't carry anymore.
Co-rune is nice. We'll definitely use that. And this has got 27 poison resist, and we have really, really shitty poison coming our way. So we will pick that up for now. Yeah, I made the rap air horn noises with my face. I didn't have a real rap air horn to play for you guys. Oh, hey, it's the summoner. He dies instantly like a punk bitch every time.
Of the two.
All right. Back to Luke Lane. Well, we got about 4 minutes before the stream is officially over, but we're going to go ahead and end it now. So this has been the inaugural episode of Cooking Across Sanctuary. This is Raisin. She's a wonderful sorceress. I am going to be playing this off of stream probably for the entire week. So the next time we play this, she's probably going to be in a very different location. I'll give you guys an update when we get started. But this is this has been Cooking Across Sanctuary. My name is Quish. I stream every Monday. Normally I stream RimWorld. For the foreseeable future, we might be doing a little bit of Diablo. Coming up next, we've got Pandora Pirate Radio. They're not going to be playing Diablo, although it'd be pretty funny if they were. I don't know what they're going to be playing, but stick around for them. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. We're going to leave you with a word from our sponsor, and I'll catch you next Monday.
Our sponsor is Rain Shadow Legends. Rain Shadow Legends is a tactical fantasy RPG action strategy game with over 7 billion downloads worldwide. In Rain Shadow Legends, you have access to over millions of fun and unique characters such as Orc, Bugbear, Gun, or Elf. She's very pretty. Look how pretty she is. If you like now, you can download our WBPL 76 exclusive character, the Skeleton King. He broke your hands. You can use special promo code LIGMA to receive 42,069 rubies. You can spend them on cool cosmetic items such as skins. Like the kind that your characters wear and make different outfits, not like a big pile of skin, that would be gross. And also, flaming swords. It's on fire. Find out what over 7 billion totally real people who have downloaded this game are talking about and download the app today. Now back to the stream.